This episode, along with hundreds of others from Calaroga Shark Media, is available without commercials. Just look for the banner on your Apple Podcast app to subscribe and try it free for a month.
Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's non-profit organisation, Archewell, is back in good standing after a brief period of being declared delinquent in the US. The charity had to halt all fundraising and spending due to this designation, which was a result of failing to submit its annual report and registration fees on time. However, sources close to the couple insist that all necessary filings were submitted punctually. The Department of Justice's website now lists the charity's status as current, indicating that the issues have been resolved. In a statement to the LA Times, the California Attorney General's press office confirmed, "After being in touch with our registry of charities and fundraisers, the organization is current and in good standing." Earlier, a letter from California's Attorney General, Rob Bonta, noted that Archewell had let its registration fees lapse since the beginning of May, rendering the charity not in good standing and prohibiting it from soliciting or distributing charitable funds. The letter warned of possible penalties and the suspension or revocation of the charity's registration. Despite this, a source told the Mirror that the fees were not actually late, claiming, "For whatever reason, it has not been cashed. As soon as the foundation learnt of the problem, they immediately issued another check. Harry and Meghan's team hope this will quickly resolve the issue within the next week." A representative for Archewell later assured the Mirror, "We have diligently investigated the situation and can confirm that the Archewell Foundation remains fully compliant and in good standing. Due payments were made promptly and in accordance with the IRS's processes and procedures. Furthermore, all necessary paperwork had been filed by the foundation without error or wrongdoing." PR expert Ryan McCormick suggested to the Mirror that the damage is already done. Michael Levine, a very wise gentleman, coined the phrase, "broken windows, broken business." Meghan and Harry's charity being found delinquent is an embarrassment. It could be an indication of greater problems that lie beneath the surface. Earlier this year, we learned that Markle's podcast with Lemonada Media was pushed back to 2025. Also, her company, American Riviera Orchard, still doesn't have any details of products listed despite a massive launch. There seems to be an ongoing PR push to keep the duo's names in the press in order to appear relevant and engaged in numerous projects. What happens if their deliverables are not well received or again get postponed? Their reputations will be tarnished and public interest will decline. Omid Scobie is back after a relatively quiet period, responding via social media to a slew of negative comments about Harry and Meghan's trip. Scobie wrote, "So pressed over an overseas visit that didn't cost the British taxpayer a penny, LOL, the state of them." Royal expert Jenny Bond revealed that the visit annoyed both Prince William and King Charles. Bond told OK, "The King and Prince William are firmly of the belief that you are either in or out of the working royals. There seems to be a rather strange halfway house. I think both the King and the Prince, and indeed the government, will want it to be made clear that Harry is not representing either the royal family or Britain on this trip." During the Nigeria tour, Meghan made a bold statement to the royal family, emphasizing her independence, according to royal expert Tom Quinn, who tells the Mirror, "The Nigerian trip had a few other surprises. Meghan was definitely showing the royals back in the UK that she is her own woman and will even dress as she pleases. So not for her the restrained dresses that a working royal such as Kate would wear. Instead, Meghan proudly displayed a backless dress, and as a final and very carefully calibrated snub to the royal family, she wore a very expensive designer dress called the Windsor. On the second day, Meghan wore a diamond cross necklace that once belonged to her mother-in-law. Tom Quinn commented, "Whenever they can, Meghan and Harry refer to Harry's mother, the late Diana, Princess of Wales. Meghan sees Diana very much as her role model, and she and Harry know that any mentions of Diana deepen their claim to be royal in some quarters." Quinn also suggested that Meghan's subtle nod to the royal family was a strategic move to boost her image. Research in the US has revealed that interest in Harry and Meghan has nosedived, so Meghan and Harry will be hoping that the Nigeria trip will help reverse that trend. Meghan may have started her new internet brand, but even she will realize it's small beer compared to being a globe-trotting royal. On the other hand, Meghan will be hoping, no doubt, that the Nigeria trip will boost traffic to her internet brand. The one thing Meghan dreads and fears is that her business ventures will fail and she will be forgotten. Royal insider Deep Crown disagrees with Quinn, adding, the notion that the Duchess of Sussex's jaunt around Nigeria will somehow translate into increased sales for her artisanal jam venture is, quite frankly, laughable. While Meghan may indeed be desperately hoping that this trip will drive traffic to her fledgling online brand, the idea that a few photo ops and carefully curated appearances will be enough to stave off the spectre of failure and obscurity is nothing short of absurd. Palace Intrigue will be right back. King Charles is diligently filling his summer diary with commitments to make up for lost time, with aides working tirelessly to prepare his schedule. Sources say Charles is feeling incredibly positive about the future as he resumes his duties following a cancer diagnosis and is keen to get back to work. Buckingham Palace emphasised that the King's diary will be managed according to his ongoing treatment and how he feels on any given day. Sources said it was incredibly encouraging for the King to conduct his first investiture ceremony in 5 months, with his last one held on December 19th, a month before he was admitted to the hospital for prostate treatment. One insider remarked, the King is in great spirits and as full of positivity as I've ever seen him. Charles has expressed his determination to attend several key events this summer, including the D-Day 80th anniversary commemorations and Trooping the Colour, the King's official birthday celebrations in London on June 15th. There's certainly a feeling that he wants to make up for lost time, the insider added. In celebration of this full year on the throne, the King has unveiled a striking new portrait, sparking a wide range of reactions from the public. Completed by leading contemporary artist Jonathan Yeo, the eye-catching painting marked a departure from the more traditional royal portraits of previous years. The artwork, which is almost entirely red, honours the bright red tunic of the Welsh Guards. Originally commissioned in 2020 to celebrate the then Prince of Wales' 50 years as a member of the Drapers' Company, the painting took on new significance following the death of Queen Elizabeth II and Charles' accession to the throne. In a fitting homage to his new role, the portrait also features a monarch butterfly resting on the King's shoulder, a detail suggested by the King himself. The unique image was unveiled on Tuesday, but opinions about the style choice were mixed. One social media user commented, "So, King Charles unveiled the first official portrait of himself today. Is it just me, or is there kind of a sinister look about it?" And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or your app of choice. And by the way, you can now get Palace Intrigue commercial-free as an Apple subscriber. And as a subscriber, you will also get the special bonus edition on Sunday of Deep Crown. You can see as our special reporter and insider, and he has a special episode just for subscribers. Check out the banner on the Apple app to subscribe. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.